Today we're launching Claude Fable 5, the most capable model we've ever released to the public. Fable 5 is a Mythos class model with safeguards that make it ready for general use. We didn't broadly release our previous model with this level of capability because when we finished training and testing it, we saw that the model, Claude Mythos Preview, was finding thousands of cybersecurity vulnerabilities. A model that can find flaws like that can also be used to exploit them. So instead of releasing it, we handed it to the people who protect the world's critical software and put it to work fixing the holes before someone could break through them. It was the right call for the moment, but it was never the goal. We believe powerful AI should be safe and accessible. That's why we went to work on Claude Fable 5.
Well, it looks like at last Anthropic is going to be rolling out Claude Mythos 5, known as Fable 5 in this case, which is available to the general public. I've got the official press release news article pulled up on the Anthropic website, and in this video we're just going to be going through and taking a look at some of the things that it can do. And I've also created an infographic over here as well for Claude Fable 5. But before we get to this, I just want to go through the news article, which I'm going to leave in the link in the description below, where you can read through this at your own leisure. This was just announced yesterday as I'm recording this now, June 9th. Today they are launching Claude Fable 5, a Mythos class model that Anthropic has made available and safe for general use. Fable 5 capabilities exceed those of any model they've made generally available, and is a state-of-the-art on nearly all tested benchmarks of AI capability, showing exceptional performance in software engineering, knowledge work, vision, scientific research, and many other areas. We can scroll down here and take a look at some of the benchmarks. So it's pretty much blowing everything else out of the water, including Claude Opus 4.8, which was their previous gen model, and GPT 5.5 and Gemini 3.1 Pro. You can see it's scoring very, very high on agentic coding, knowledge work, spatial reasoning, computer use, legal, biology, the list goes on and on, including cybersecurity. This is the one that we're really anticipating big things from for Mythos. And we can scroll down, take a look at agentic coding, also in SWE Bench Pro, and Frontier Code is blowing all the other models out of the water. And they've decided to start rolling it out slowly through this project Glasswing to the likes of Amazon Web Services, Apple, Broadcom, Cisco, CrowdStrike, Google, JP Morgan Chase, the Linux Foundation, which is what I'm using here, Microsoft, NVIDIA, and Palo Alto Networks. So if I come over to Claude AI, you can see Fable 5 is now available over here, but it's only for the Pro users. So I would have to upgrade to the Pro plan in order to get access to it, which I might end up doing pretty soon because they're only going to be rolling this out until about June 22nd. And then they're going to cut it off temporarily and then roll it out slowly once again. We can take a look at the article over here. I'm just going to search for June. You can see from today through June 22nd, Fable 5 is included on Pro, Max, Team, and seat-based enterprise plans at no extra cost, but on June 23rd, it's going to remove Fable 5 from those plans, and then using it after that will require usage credits. So they basically have to get API credits, and if the capacity allows, they're going to extend included window, and then after this point, when sufficient capacity allows them to do so, they're going to aim to restore Fable 5 as a standard part of subscription plans. So they're rolling this out slowly to the general public, and I'm looking forward to testing it out. So Anthropic says Fable 5 is the most capable public model so far, state-of-the-art on all the benchmarks, which I already showed you. Its lead grows on longer, more complex tasks, and it's built for software engineering, knowledge work, vision, and scientific research. It's got a long horizon coding and major code-based work, stronger reasoning across documents, charts, and tables. It can extract detail from images and rebuild apps from screenshots, stays focused across millions of tokens, and improves with notes. And then also in the life sciences, it supports novel hypotheses and faster research workflows. It is also more expensive, as you would expect. So it's about $10 per million input tokens and $50 per million output tokens, which is significantly more expensive than even Claude Opus 4.8. I also want to take a look at some of the benchmarks over here on the Artificial Analysis website. You can see Fable 5 is scoring number 1 out of all 152 models on intelligence and reasoning. So it's got a 65, and the speed is number 73 out of 152. Input price is number 141 out of 152, so it is significantly more expensive than many of the other models for the input price as well as the output price, which is $50 per million tokens. For intelligence, Fable 5 is scoring 65, which is way higher than even GPT 5.5 on extra high mode. For the speed, it's actually quite slow, so it's only mid-tier right around here, 59, so it is quite a bit slower than GPT OSS, which is the open source GPT model. And for the price, of course, it's going to be the most expensive as well with an 8.2. It's significantly more expensive than GPT 5.5 on the extra high mode. And also for coding index, it's a 62 compared to GPT 5.5 on extra high, which is a 59. And on the agentic index, Claude Fable 5 once again is blowing all the other models out of the water, including Claude Opus 4.8 on max at 77. It's currently at 80 on Fable 5. And you can see these are some of the things that it can do. So it can basically simulate solar eclipses with very little input. And it can also play games. It can do AutoCAD essentially on its own. So you just say, make me a desktop lighthouse, and it will do all of the AutoCAD for you within, a couple minutes. So that looks really, really cool and powerful. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to testing this out in more detail. I'm probably just going to get my Claude Pro subscription back again so that I can play around with Fable 5 up until June 22nd. So you've got about 12 days to play around with it before they phase it out, and then it will be released again after June 23rd. And this is all coming in anticipation of their upcoming IPO, probably within the next week. So have fun with Fable 5. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one.